So Dan Orlovsky from ESPN's First Take talked about what he's seen from the Browns under Kevin Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski, I believe, is wrapped up Coach of the Year as well. There was guys, D'Amico Ryans absolutely, and Shane Steichen in that conversation, Sean McVay. I think because of what has transpired over the past couple weeks, part of that is because Kevin Stefanski is just wrapped up Coach of the Year, and that's one of the reasons why Joe is playing so well. I think your point of the house money is completely fair. I think that's why we see some of the throws that work out and some of the throws that don't. Because Joe has always been naturally very physically talented. He's always been a dude. You played against him a bunch. He could throw it.
Go to mile.
He could throw it. And so you're watching a guy that doesn't have fear of consequence. Partly because of the moment and the situation, partly because he knows that the defense is so great. I've always believed quarterbacks that play with great defenses, you could be a little bit more aggressive with the football because you're probably going to get bailed out. You don't have to be. This isn't 30 years ago when defenses were great and you'd sit there and go, as long as we protect the ball and we play good special teams, we can win.
Now it's like, let's go get it.
100%. Let's let the defense play with a lead. Here's my point when it comes to there's something to this. If we're just being football on the field specific honest, with Kevin Stefanski, we've watched 3 quarterbacks play at a good to really good level in this offense over the last 6 years. Kirk Cousins is 1. Baker Mayfield is 2. Joe Flacco is 3. I don't think any of us are going to sit here and say those are 3 of the most physically talented players in the NFL at that position. But for some reason, the offense has been good under those 3 guys.
Yeah, it's a very valid point relative to not only Coach of the Year, but this offense and guys seem to thrive in it.
Yeah, I think the Stefanski is really good at understanding the skill set his quarterbacks have and how to put them in the right positions to win. He hasn't played or coached with a ton of athletic quarterbacks, and you've seen some of those issues with Watson, but I think they were getting better prior to the injury. I just think he is not the kind of coach that is too stubborn to admit he needs to adjust. If he needs to adjust, if there's something else he needs to do better, more play action, more misdirections, shorter passes, whatever it might be, I feel like he has shown multiple times that he can figure that out. He can make it work. I'd add Jacoby Brissett to that list of guys that are not the most physically talented, but under Kevin Stefanski played the absolute best stretch of football he ever did. Jacoby never put up those numbers. And, of course, he wasn't able to get as many wins as we wanted to see, but he has really elevated the game of players that might not be, he's not elevating Patrick Mahomes. He's not getting that specimen out there, but he's making guys look a lot better than they've pretty well looked anywhere else. And of course, Baker's playing really well in Tampa right now, of course. But in the other situations before that, he wasn't playing like he did in that, Stefanski offense. And I just think he really understands how to attack defenses and highlight the strengths while also hiding the weaknesses of his quarterbacks. And it's just, again, that's why I'm all on the Stefanski train, and it's just, there's something to a quarterback and a coach believing in each other. And that is exactly what you're seeing right now. They both believe, hey, Joe believes Kevin will call the right plays, and Kevin believes Joe will execute the plays that are called. And that's when you get that, you're a pretty dangerous team, especially with a defense like this.